What's going on, world? It's your boy Will Baptiste.
I'm Kev Marcus.
And we are Black Violin.
Yes, and happy to do this for the Baroque Violin Shop. I mean, just thinking about what the violin has been to us,
Right.
it's been in pretty much everything. We started, playing in the inner city here in Fort Lauderdale, and it was just like a public school program for us. And just like everybody has band or choir, we just had orchestra, and it was weird. It was just weird instrument. I didn't want to play it. My friends would make fun of me, like, "What is that? You play a violin? What is that?" And especially because we grew up in a place where everybody played football and basketball. And so for us to be a violin, it was really weird, I think, to a lot of people. But that kind of went away once we got nice with it.
Right.
Like once we started being able to have some sort of mastery of the instrument and could make it sound like something, that people kind of stopped saying anything about
that's
us.
real. That's real.
Like they didn't really want to mess with us when we could pick it up and play some Mozart and then draw a crowd of people.
Right,
So
right.
I think it changed when we are able to kind of take it and get the power from it, and especially when we made it ours.
Exactly. We made it ours. We started creating music the way that we wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up in the '90s, so hip hop was a huge influence to us. And to be able to take this instrument that we learned how to play in school and combine the two worlds together, I think that's when we really started to have fun and really started exploring. And honestly, that's why we kept playing as long as we did, because of hip hop.
For sure. And it was also just like trying to find your own voice in the instrument.
Right.
So, obviously, when you start off, you play like, Suzuki books, or you start off in some sort of book, and you play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and you play a few different songs. But we challenge you to try to find a way, even earlier on, to make it yours, because at the beginning, the violin was my mom's.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it was like my teachers. And then eventually, when we started kind of doing a hip hop thing with it, then it was like, oh, this is ours. Like, we control the way people react to when we do this, So, it's just really important to just find your own voice in the violin or whatever you want to do, That is the most important thing. That is why we've been successful, isn't because we're the best violinists in the world and we practice every day, although we do practice every day. But, it's really because of how we think about it and how we're approaching it and how we're trying to find our own voice in the art that we love. So we challenge you guys to do the same. So if you're a young violinist and you're looking to, take this to the top, then do it, but do it only the way that you can do it. Don't do it like us.
Right.
Don't do it like anyone else, like two cellos or anybody else. Do it in your own way, in your own voice, and make sure that you stay true to yourself, more
Right.
than anything.
And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to kind of express yourself. I think a lot of times society puts us in this box, right? And we put ourselves in that same box. So don't be afraid to kind of just be yourself and express yourself, because that's what we did. We had hip hop, we had classical music, we had these violins, this viola. So we did just that. So we encourage you guys to do the same and not be afraid. You know what I mean? If you got people that are doubting you, just use that. Just use that as fuel to just really, just take over the world and do whatever it is you want to do.
Definitely. So, and also, representation is a lot. So we recognize that, we big black guys that play violin,
Right.
So, if you're just like us, then notice that, we've done this, and this is something that you can do too. So
You belong.
yes, you definitely belong. So, and no matter who you are, what walk of life you're from, this can be for you, and anything could be for you. This entire world is yours. It's all about how you take it and make it yours, and stay true to yourself at all costs. Work harder than everybody else, and if you do something over and over and over, someday somebody's gonna pay you to do it.
Truth.
Message. That's a message from Black Violin. Thank you.
Peace.